Hello Taurus, welcome to your September 2015 tarot reading. I'm using a different deck this time. This is the Aquarian Tarot deck by David Palladini, and I actually like the imagery, so this is only going to be for this month. I wanted to try something different because I was getting a funky energy with the Rider-Waite deck, the one that I've always used, so I'm going to give that a break for this month. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse position. So this is letting go of past baggage. This is for September, but I am doing this reading towards the end of August. So there is going to be residual energy coming through, okay, especially on the first card. Okay, a lot of you are moving on with your life. You're realizing what doesn't work anymore, and you're severing old ties to the past. So it looks very, very favorable. I do feel there might be a new person coming through on the dating front for a lot of you. Yeah, we have the Tower. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's look at this situation. Okay, so the first thing that is coming through very, very strongly is I do feel if there has been a lover in the past that you're no longer having that strong emotional connection, or at least even if the emotional connection is strong, if there has been lies and deception, I do feel a lot of you are severing old ties, okay? I do feel we do have Mercury in retrograde, which is indicative of the past popping back in to challenge your current situation in the present, okay? So I do feel that coming through for a lot of you too. We have the Tower and also the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position, which normally indicates to me that there is going to be a potential previous partner, a blast from the past coming through to challenge your current relationship partners, okay? To challenge how secure your current relationship is going to be. A lot of you might be in a situation where you're dating an air sign or an earth sign, okay? Air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. That can be their sun, moon, rising. Or an earth sign, another Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. I do feel that there might be an ex from the past that might be like an earth sign, and then the new person might be an air sign, okay? So this is something that you're grappling with, and they can be male or female. There is definitely two people that you are debating between, an earth sign, air sign. A lot of you as well might have been in a relationship situation with a water sign. I'm sensing here with the Ten of Cups in the reverse position, which indicates somebody that drew out a lot of like loving, watery energies from you, like that emotional rapport that you have with them is no longer working out. So you're still dealing with the residual separation from that situation. I do feel that you or the other person still feels a lot of love, okay? However, you're starting a new phase in your life. You're moving forward, you're letting go of that emotional baggage, and you're going to have a lot of success as well. So I do feel that things are really looking up for you. So don't look back, okay? Move on forward with your new lover, with your new romantic interests, as indicated by this card. If you are romantically linked with an air sign or a earth sign, they both look very favorable. So it's just a matter of deciding once and for all who you want to proceed with, okay? A lot of you might be more compatible with the earth sign generally because, you know, it is an earth energy. But you are intellectually fascinated or intellectually stimulated by an air sign. So that's something that's coming through for a lot of you. I do feel on the income front, things are looking very, very good. You are showing up here in the upright position, which indicates to me financial windfall coming through, where you're sitting very content and very happy with your financial station, okay? A lot of Taurus people, men or women, they have you have very good financial planning skills, capabilities in general, so I wouldn't worry about you when it comes to finances. I don't feel there are huge expenditures made out for this month. I just do sense that a lot of it is going to be centered around either work relationships or love relationships, mainly on the love front, mainly because we have the Six of Rods, which indicates to me overall success, okay? Starting new projects, taking risks as well, and having this financial payout as a result of, you know, your ability to take calculated risk, okay? So remember, It's calculated risks, okay? This is just going, this doesn't mean making like mindless investments, okay? But investment opportunities are definitely going to pay out if you take calculated risks, and if you also consult an advisor, a financial advisor, or an expert in the field, okay? This is also a card of advice whenever it's the King of Swords. It's a card of wise counsel. So for those of you who are seeking like financial advice elsewhere, I do feel that more than anything, this person is just echoing whatever your intuition tells you. So you're actually going to have a financial windfall as a result of this success with calculated risk investment opportunities, okay? So finances looks very, very stable for this month. In terms of the work partnerships, I don't feel that work partnerships are disbanding or anything like that, okay? But we do have the Three of Swords, which does indicate separation. It does indicate, heartache associated with the separation. And I do feel that a lot of it is in the reverse position here. So it shows me that it has happened in the past. It's something that was not good for you, that you knew was not good for you, and you left it behind. So I do feel like the whole process of unburdening happening in the past, so possibly for July, for most of July. And you're now moving forward with your life and possibly a new love relationship type of partner. For those of you who are currently in a relationship, and you know that, one person, whatever sign they might be, I'm sensing very, very strongly water signs, earth signs and air signs, okay? But water and earth being the prominent theme here. So I do feel that for those of you who are thinking about, who are having, multiple run-ins with like water sign exes, for example, and you're trying to implement new phase of your love life with a new relationship partner, I do sense that it's going to be better for you to just leave the exes alone, okay? If you're thinking about stepping out of the relationship as well, I do feel there might be a situation where, both parties, the other people that you're dating, might run into each other. So there might be a confrontation in that regards, okay? So be very, very careful if you are two-timing, if you are dating multiple people and they don't know about one another. So it's best to keep that hidden. So I do feel that the month itself is very relationship oriented. So try to focus this month on, moving forward, choosing between people, and don't drag relationships on. And you know who's right for you by this point. So I do feel that it's going to be important for you to figure out who is there for you to give you emotional stability and happiness, and who is out of the picture at this point, okay? Whoever is out of the picture by the first week is not meant to be in your life. If they choose to show themselves or to cycle back in by the second half of the month, I do feel then you know that they're not meant to be in your life, because I do feel revelations coming through second week and the third week, okay, with the Tower card. So there are a lot of there's a lot of just the truth being revealed, but also everything that you suspected, everything that you know, everything that your intuition has been telling you about potential love partners, that's definitely being corroborated and being confirmed by the second week at the most, okay? So finances are looking okay. I do feel that there is a situation where I'm sensing here there might be hesitation about starting over with new relationship partners. You're coming you're approaching new relationships with a lot of skepticism, okay? Because you've been burned in the past. So you're moving forward and you're trying to be, you're not going to be idealistic about it, and you're not going to fall head over heels. Even though the Fool card does indicate new beginnings, I do feel that your heart is still very much guarded, okay? Because once again, we have the Three of Swords. This is a healing process that hasn't completed yet. So you're still very much, guarding your delicate heart. And you're not going to be, investing like 100% in new relationships, because you're approaching it with a very skeptical air about it, okay? You're showing up here as somebody who might be a little bit emotionally blocked. You might not have all the full details that you need about your new relationship partner, because keep in mind, what I'm sensing is it's like one relationship ending and then another one starting on the heels of that, okay? So that's never a good thing. And I say this for Pisces because I do feel that Pisces go through relationships and then they jump into another. So in this situation for this month, what you're dealing with is past energies, one person leaving, one person entering. So it's not that great for you to jump into one relationship after the other, because obviously you're not completely healed up yet, okay? So if you want success with this new relationship, you're going to have to be extra careful about it, but at the same time, I do feel that you are a little bit on guard. So it might be a little bit problematic for the relationship partner to really get to know you and to get you to open up. So that's something that you're still blocking, okay? At the same time, you're very focused on the financial front and you're trying to get projects in order. You're trying to pick up the pieces of your life and move forward on in work and in romance. So time might be a huge factor in terms of, having adequate time and energy to devote to new relationships, okay? So that's that's something that you want to keep an eye out about as well. I do feel that by this time, and especially for this month, your intuition is guiding you on the right path, okay? You're in a good place right now, showing up as a king. You are emotionally, physically, and just mentally in the right frame of mind, where your mind, your heart, your soul is working in sync with one another to propel you to move forward and start a new phase in your life. So heed your intuition, listen to your advice. This is like the ultimate card of a Taurus. You can see a little bull in the background. So I do feel that you're in a good frame of mind right now to jumpstart new projects, okay? So focus the energy on yourself. Focus on, your own hopes and aspirations for the future. Don't let other people's drama, don't let exes, interfere with whatever you've got going for yourself. You've done a lot of rebuilding, okay? So this is basically, the Ten of Rods indicates in the reverse position. I do feel that oftentimes it indicates cutting your losses, moving on with your life, and picking up the pieces or whatever it is, that situation you're in, picking yourself up by your bootstraps and moving forward, okay? So you're in a good place right now. Don't let other people's drama, don't let their childish behavior kind of suck you back in. And I do feel that you have a very, very sharp mind at this moment, so don't waste it dealing with relationship problems. Expend the mental energy in a work capacity, okay? That's where you're going to make the most traction and that's where you're going to be happy. I do feel there might be like blockages preventing you from moving forward. So the very beginning of the month, I do feel like news coming through, possibly from an ex that you've had a falling out with, and you're trying to figure out, should I or should I not trust this person? And we do also have Mercury in retrograde, so it's a little bit problematic when we have to deal with exes cycling back in. So you're trying to tell yourself, no, I better move on because I've done a lot of work on myself and I'm at a good point now where I can date. And you do date, and then, you hear news from them once more. And then the last time that is going to test you is sometime during the last week of the month. We have the Ten of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune. This is for a lot of you. Whoever the ex is, it's somebody that you invested a lot of feelings into. You might have a family situation. You might have like family entanglements with that ex. And it's hard for you to extract yourself 100%. You might be emotionally, mentally checked out, but physically you're still in contact with one another. So it's very difficult for you both to not have like run-ins with one another. And at the same time, there is some resolution or some closure that needed to happen between that relationship. If you're not in the right frame of mind or the emotional state to deal with them, let the situation drag on until next month, okay? Because Mercury in retrograde is going to end by the second, I believe it's by the last week when the residual energy is no longer there of October. So let it drag on. You have bigger fish to fry. You have other people who wants to be in your life. And at the same time, you do have a lot more happiness and abundance in your future, and a lot of work projects that need to be wrapped up, that needs to reach a closure as well, okay, in terms of work situations. So that's where you want to focus your energy. Let people come and go as they please. I do sense as well that there might have been a disgruntled ex from your past, okay? This is I'm sensing a water sign, and they're coming through as a little bit more confrontational this time around, okay? So it could be a water sign that has frozen over, and as a result, they're showing like, they're showing their steely, but also they're not approaching this situation in a lighthearted manner. I do feel there is some It could be legal issues associated with the separation if you're in a family situation as well with a previous love partner. It could also be a situation where paperwork needs to be resolved between the two of them, of you. So they have delayed this in the past, but now they need some closure, and as a result, there might be, finalized divorce papers, finalized documents for separation, legal situations where things are like falling apart, and you have to finalize it and to find closure for yourself. They're also seeking closure, so it might be that situation where you are achieving closure in your some type of lingering attachment between you and another person in a romantic capacity. Okay, so that's coming through as well. I would say it is confrontational, but I do feel that you don't have to engage with them. Okay, everything can be resolved in an organized, in a systematic manner, and I do feel that that's the approach you're going to be taking this month. The other person, depending on whether or not they're receptive, it's still up to them. But I do feel that physical distance is going to help you, and emotional, mental distance is going to give you that calmness, that peace of mind in order to approach this in a more rational manner and to not engage with another person in conflict, okay? So conflict might be a little bit ripe, mainly because of the Tower, but I do feel everything else looks very favorable, and at least, on the financial front, things are really, really good for you all this month, okay? So take care of yourself. Have a wonderful September 2015. And if you'd like a private reading, please contact me at temperatestar@gmail.com. My website can be found in the information box below. And my website also has the scheduling site on it as well. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself, Taurus.